Close your eyes for just a second. I know you're watching a video, just bear with me. I want you to imagine that everything you have been dreaming about, that thing you think about before you fall asleep, the life that feels just out of reach, the version of yourself that feels so close and yet somehow so far. I want you to imagine that it is already here, not coming, not on its way, here, now, in this moment. How does that feel in your body? Does something loosen? Does something light up, even just a tiny bit, underneath all that waiting and wishing and wondering when? Hold on to that feeling, because that feeling, right there, is exactly what we are going to talk about today. And by the time this video is done, you are going to understand why that feeling is not just a fantasy. It is the most practical tool you have ever been given. Now let me guess something about you. You have a dream. Maybe it is big and bold and you have told a few people about it and they gave you that look. You know, the one, the polite smile that says, "That's sweet, honey." Maybe it is quiet and private and you have barely whispered it even to yourself, because something in you is afraid to want it too much. Maybe you have vision boards. Maybe you have journals full of intentions. Maybe you have watched approximately 9,000 videos just like this one, and you still wake up in the morning and feel that gap, that distance between where you are and where you want to be, yawning open like a canyon you cannot quite figure out how to cross. And the longer you stand at the edge of that canyon, the more a little voice in the back of your head starts saying, "Maybe it is not meant for me. Maybe I am being unrealistic. Maybe I should just be grateful for what I have and stop wanting more." And you try to silence that voice, but it is persistent, isn't it? It has been around a long time. It knows all your weak spots. If any of that sounds familiar, I want you to take a breath right now and hear me say this clearly. You are not delusional for wanting more. You are not ungrateful for dreaming. You are not weak for still hoping, even when hope feels exhausting. What you are is human, and you are doing one of the bravest and most beautiful things a human being can do, which is refusing to stop believing in the possibility of a bigger life. That refusal, that stubborn little flame you keep protecting even when the wind is blowing hard, that is not a character flaw. That is your greatest strength, and today we are going to learn how to feed it. So let us talk about the real problem, because there is a specific reason why dreams stay dreams for so many people, and it is not what you think. It is not lack of effort. It is not bad luck. It is not that some people are chosen and some are not. The real problem, the core of it, is this. Most of us are trying to create a new life from an old feeling. We want the new job, but we wake up every morning feeling like someone who cannot get the job they want. We want the loving relationship, but we move through the world feeling like someone who is somehow not quite enough to be truly loved. We want the abundance, but we count our pennies with a tightness in our chest that signals to every cell in our body, there is not enough. And then we wonder why the same patterns keep showing up. We are sending out one signal and asking for a completely different result. And that, my love, is the gap we need to close. Here is the insight I want to give you. And I want you to sit with it because it is simple, but it is profound. Everything you want to experience in your outer world, you must first create in your inner world. Not as a belief necessarily, not even as a certainty, but as a feeling, as an embodied, cellular, nervous system level experience. Because your body does not know the difference between what is vividly imagined and what is physically real. This is not metaphysics, this is neuroscience. When you think a thought with genuine emotion attached to it, your brain releases the same neurochemicals it would release if the event were actually happening. Your heart rate responds, your muscles respond, your hormones respond. The body is living in the reality the mind is presenting to it. Which means that if you can learn to feel the feeling of your dream fulfilled, your body starts operating as though it is already true. And a body operating in that frequency, relaxed, open, grateful, expectant, starts making different choices, noticing different opportunities, and attracting different experiences than a body operating from scarcity and strain. This is what act as if actually means. It is not about pretending. It is not about lying to yourself or ignoring reality or walking around in a delusional haze. It is about choosing, on purpose, to practice the internal experience of your desired reality. Think of it like this. A pianist preparing for a concert does not wait until they are on stage to feel what it is like to play beautifully. They practice over and over. They build the muscle memory, the neural pathways, the embodied knowing. And when they walk out onto that stage, they are not performing something foreign. They are expressing something familiar. You are doing the same thing. You are practicing the feeling so that when the outer reality arrives, and it will arrive, you are already ready to receive it. You already know how to live there because you have been living there on the inside. So let us get practical, because I love you too much to give you beautiful ideas without showing you exactly what to do with them. Here are the steps, and they are simple enough to start today. The first step is to get specific about the feeling, not the thing. Most of us frame our dreams in terms of the thing we want. The house, the number in the bank account, the relationship, the body, the career. And that is fine as a starting point. But what I want you to do is go one layer deeper. Ask yourself, what feeling do I believe having that thing will give me? Is it freedom? Is it security? Is it joy? Is it the sense of being loved and chosen? Is it the feeling of finally being seen for who you really are? Get honest with that answer, because that feeling, that is the real dream. The house is just a symbol. The money is just a symbol. What you are really chasing is a feeling. And here is the beautiful thing. You do not have to wait for the house to have the feeling. You can begin cultivating the feeling right now. And when you do, you often find that the house comes anyway, because you are now vibrating at the frequency of someone who lives in that house. The second step is to create a daily feeling practice. And before you groan at the word practice, hear me out. I am not asking you to add a 2-hour ritual to your already packed morning. I am asking for 5 minutes. Just 5. In those 5 minutes, I want you to sit quietly, close your eyes, take a few slow breaths, and then step into the feeling of your dream fulfilled. Not the image, the feeling. What does your body feel like when it is living your dream life? Where do you carry tension now that would be released? How do you breathe? How do you walk into a room? How do you talk about yourself? Let yourself marinate in that feeling for 5 minutes. Do this every single morning and watch what it does to the rest of your day. Watch how your choices shift. Watch how your conversations shift. Watch how you start to see possibilities you were previously blind to, because you were too contracted with worry to notice them. The third step is to start speaking the language of your desired reality. Pay attention to how you talk about your dreams. Are you saying, I want to be healthy, or I am becoming healthier every day? Are you saying, I hope I find love someday, or I am someone who gives and receives love beautifully? The language of wanting keeps the dream at a distance. The language of being pulls it toward you. Now, I am not asking you to lie. If your bank account is empty, you do not have to stand there and say, I am a millionaire. Your brain will reject that, and honestly, so will your dignity. But you can say, I am in the process of creating real financial abundance. You can say, money is flowing more freely into my life. You can say, I am learning what it means to feel truly prosperous. That is true. That is honest. And it is also forward-facing. It points you in the direction of what you want, rather than keeping you anchored to what you do not. The fourth step is to act like the future version of you in small, concrete ways every single day. I am not talking about spending money you do not have or pretending problems do not exist. I am talking about the small things. If the future you is someone who values their body, the current you can drink 1 extra glass of water today. If the future you is confident and self-assured, the current you can sit up a little straighter in the next meeting. If the future you lives with a sense of ease and spaciousness, the current you can build 5 minutes of stillness into the afternoon instead of scrolling through anxiety-inducing content. These tiny acts are not insignificant. They are instructions to your subconscious mind. They are signals you are sending to the universe that say, I am serious. I am already beginning to live this. And your subconscious mind, which responds to repetition and emotion more than anything else, starts to reorganize around that new identity. The fifth step is to handle the doubt with grace rather than war, because the doubt will come. Let me save you the drama of being blindsided by it. You will be in the middle of your feeling practice, feeling genuinely good, feeling genuinely open, and then a thought will come in like an uninvited guest at a dinner party. This is ridiculous. Nothing has changed. Who do you think you are? And here is where most people quit. They interpret the doubt as evidence that the practice is not working. But doubt is not evidence of failure. Doubt is just the old programming defending its territory. It has been running your life for a long time, and it does not go quietly. When it shows up, do not fight it. Fighting it gives it energy. Instead, just acknowledge it gently. Hello, old story. I see you. I know you think you're protecting me. Thank you. And I'm choosing something different today. And then return to the feeling. The practice is not about achieving a state of permanent, doubt-free bliss. The practice is about returning, again and again, to the feeling of your truth. Now I want to say something about patience, because this is where a lot of people lose heart. They do the practice for a week, and they look at their outer circumstances and they say, nothing has changed, and they give up. But here is what I want you to understand about timing. The inner work always precedes the outer result. Always. You do not see the roots of a tree when you plant a seed. You do not see the foundation when a house is being built. You do not see the years of practice when a musician walks onto a stage. The invisible work comes first. The visible result comes later. And the gap between the two is not empty. It is full. It is full of the shifting, the rearranging, the preparing, the aligning that has to happen before what you are calling in can fully arrive. Your job during that gap is not to keep digging up the seed to check if it is growing. Your job is to water it daily, with your feeling, with your words, with your small aligned actions. Trust the gap. And here is the last thing I want to say before we close. The version of you that is living your dream life, that future self, that person is not a stranger. That is not someone you have to become from scratch. That is you, without the layers of fear and doubt and old stories that have been stacked on top of who you really are. That is your original self. The one who came into this world bright and open and full of possibility before anyone told you that life was hard and you had to fight for everything and wanting too much was dangerous. Acting as if your dream is here now is not pretending to be someone you are not. It is remembering who you have always been. It is peeling back the layers to find the self that was never broken. And every time you choose the feeling of your dream over the feeling of your fear, you are doing that peeling. You are remembering. You are coming home. Right now, before this video ends, before you go back to your day, I want you to do one thing. Just one. Put your hand on your heart, take one breath, and complete this sentence out loud or in your head. I am so grateful that I am now, and finish it with something from your dream life. Say it like it is true. Say it like you mean it, even a little. I am so grateful that I am now living with freedom and joy. I am so grateful that I am now surrounded by people who truly love me. I am so grateful that I am now doing work that lights me up every single day. Say it once, then go live your next hour from that place, even just 10% more than usual. That 10% is enough to start. Drop in the comments below and tell me, what did you say? What is the dream you are calling in? Write it as if it is already here. I am so grateful that I am now. I read every single one, and there is something powerful about declaring your dream in community with other people who are also choosing to believe in themselves. Your words might be exactly the thing someone else needs to read today. If this video spoke to something real in you, share it with someone you love. Not because they need fixing, because you believe in their dreams too. And subscribe If you want more of this, more tools, more conversations, more of this beautiful work of becoming who you truly are, because we are going on this journey together and there is so much more ahead. I will leave you with this. Your dreams are not accidents. They are not random wishes that floated into your mind for no reason. They are signals. They are the soul's way of showing you the direction of your expansion. They are the whisper of your higher self saying, "This is available for you. This is where you are going." Honor that whisper. Choose the feeling. Act as if. And know with everything you have that the life you dream of is not waiting for you to be worthy enough, or ready enough, or lucky enough. It is waiting for you to feel it right now, in this moment, because this moment is always where everything begins. Go gently, go with love, and feel it now.